Welcome to our channel. I'm Rachel.
I'm Tom.
And we want to talk to everybody about wine.
So, we know some about wine, but not tons of things about wine. So, always felt that wine was a little unapproachable out there. So, trying to make it a little bit more fun, kind of educate people as we educate ourselves and take you on some fun adventures with wine.
And so we have also 3 cats. And so they dictate a lot of our lives, which is kind of fun. So behind us we have Gucci.
If they can even see him. He might be off camera.
Well,
there's 3 cats in the room.
There's 3, yeah.
Which is what's going on.
They all love us. And they love wine too. So, oh, hi Zelda. So we have Gucci, Zelda, and Armani, and they like to weigh in on our decisions. So some of the things we're going to be doing on our channel, we're going to talk about how to improve your palate, different types of wine, why glasses are important. And if you've got suggestions for things or have questions that you think we need to know or want to tell us things, feel free to leave some comments in the section below. And so as long as we're on a wine channel, we're also going to drink some wine and talk to you about the wines as we go.
Yeah, figured we'd start it off with the fun part. Make sure Gucci doesn't break everything.
He likes to break wine glasses.
So this was given to us by one of Rachel's patrons at her bar. Saved. I don't know if we can see that. It's a red wine from California. I have no idea what any of this is.
So it's from 2013. It's actually a California wine. And one of my customers at my bar said that this is the best wine that he's ever had. In fact, it has just raved about it.
It says red.
It does say red. And I did look it up.
Not very descriptive.
Online a little
I'm gonna grab one and keep.
Okay.
Off camera left.
Ooh. Oh, Zelda's joined in now too. See, the cats all want to drink the wine with us. Don't sit on Zelda.
How could I not sit on? She's massive.
Come here. Get up here. Oh, you really are on her.
She's fine.
Oh, Zelda goes up here.
This might get cut. We'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna get cut.
Okay.
All right.
Tell us more about Saved, lover mine.
Oh, cool. And my computer can't recognize me.
Oh, you need to be a little closer. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
All right. So 2013 was a beautiful vintage with great weather in the spring, long growing season, allowing for ample hang time and fully ripened fruit. We're going to learn about what all of those things mean. The red blend leads off with a beautiful aroma of black cherries, ripe plum, and hints of cola and vanilla. And on the palate, an elegant tannin is accented with flavors of currants and holiday spices. Well-balanced acidity, full-bodied mouthfeel makes this wine versatile with food, and the finish is lengthy and leaves you wanting more.
Oh, we should rub food.
So
it's a red blend, so that's always good. I like blends when I'm just feeling like drinking some wine. Don't need anything fancy. So, well, should we give it a...
Let's cut open and see what happens.
All right.
Yay!
I have no idea where this camera is pointing at, really, so they might not be able to see any of this right now. We'll find out.
Excellent.
It's just wine. We'll get drunk enough, and then it doesn't even matter.
Fair. Is that the point of wine? You're supposed to experience wine. The experience of wine is the...
I don't think getting drunk is, like, the ideal thing with wine. I don't know.
Yeah, I think when you taste wine, you're not supposed to actually swallow it. But then what's the fun? Like, if you're just not... enjoying the wine.
Why drink wine then? You're not even drinking it.
There you go. Ooh, I love the pop noise.
All right.
First taste.
Let's do a nice pour. Make sure it doesn't gurgle too much on us. A little bit of that twist.
So, interesting thing to note about wine glasses, they are shaped a special way on purpose. So that way, when you swirl the wine, you don't swirl the wine out of the glass. So they're actually all shaped like this.
It's not for you, Zella. All right.
All right, here we go.
Cheers. Ooh. No, not half bad.
I get the tartness.
I definitely get the black cherry, ripe plum, cola, and vanilla too.
So the first thing we're supposed to do, according to the stuff that I've read so far, is we're supposed to take a deep smell of the wine.
Very winey, you know? Really get hints of that wine in there.
Very winey. Nice. That was very descriptive.
I mean, I'm kind of a professional wine drinker, so.
Like to be a professional wine drinker. Okay.
One day, love.
Zelda, you can't have any. You're too young.
That's pretty darn good as far as wine goes.
Okay, so it's
Pretty
sweet
smooth.
and tart. It's very smooth. I could definitely see this with like a pasta dish or something with like a nice heavy red sauce.
Definitely not fish.
No, not fish.
Not fish. Another thing too, you know, people who are watching who have no idea about wine, you're supposed to match certain kinds of wines with certain food, bring out the flavor in both. So this is kind of just a watch us drink wine video. We'll get more into the nitty gritty of this. How much does this stuff cost?
So it is under $20 a bottle. So this is about $15.79 is what it said. I don't know what Monty paid for it, but thank you, Monty, for our very first bottle of wine for the Purrfect Pour channel. Hi, Zelda.
Oh yeah, that's our channel. Probably should drop that in there, huh?
Yeah, Purrfect Pour. And so yeah, I would definitely drink this. In fact, we're probably going to drink this all night.
It's a good chance. Good
yeah.
chance.
Good
So
chance.
red blend, I mean, as far as a blend goes, I like blends a lot too because you can kind of drink it with pretty much anything. It's a good like table wine, I think is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a good wine for just wanting to taste some wine. Nothing super fancy, just a good drinking.
Well, I guess we should maybe explain what a blend is. So each wine is made with, when you talk about having a Cabernet or having a Merlot, those are all like types of grapes. And so when you have a blend, it's a specific, they obviously blend with their grapes together. So you get the best parts of all the different types of wines. So blends are a really great way to start out trying wines if you don't know what you like about wines. Blends are a really great way because they're not going to get anything too harsh, nothing too dry, nothing too sweet. You're going to find a lot of things that you really like. And they do tend to go with a lot of foods. What I know about wine, I learned in restaurants and waiting tables. So I know enough to know how to pair things with food. And blends are always a good way to, if you don't know what you like, go with a blend.
Yeah, and blends usually have, percentage Merlot, percentage Cab, percentage all these different things. I'm trying to find what this is. I have no idea. You definitely get a really deep flavor with it, but you don't get that dryness you get with like a Merlot, very dry wine. So
Gucci is very intensely staring at our bottle of wine.
You want some wine? No, we're good.
He's too young. He can't have me.
Well, I think that about wraps it up. First video.
The Purrfect Pour.
So,
I guess what questions do you guys have? Feel free to throw some questions or throw some comments. Let us know, what you'd like us to, or what you want to see, wines you'd like us to review for you. Different ideas. I know we're looking forward to doing some videos about cheap wine versus expensive wines, and can you really taste the difference is something we've got planned. So we've got a lot of different ideas, but we'd love to hear from you guys. So sound off in the comments below.
yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.